Good morning, it's another day of Jeep building here at Matt's Off-Road Recovery and Fabrication. Adventures?
Fabrication Adventures?
Yes. Yeah. We got Tom here.
Everyone remembers the chops.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chops is back. So we have an interference with the hood. We thought about putting a bulge in the hood or something like that. It was a lot of work and I didn't like the way it was gonna look. So we got looking and we need to drop the engine. We can drop the engine. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. So right in here we have the stock motor mount. And this is a fantastic motor mount if you want to isolate vibration, but they're quite flimsy when it comes to putting torque through them and especially doing off-road recovery work. I have been running these. These are Filthy Addictions or Fabrication or something like that. So they're a polyurethane mount, and the problem with them is they don't isolate any vibration. If you remember the Jeep dash vibrating and stuff, it was just this super hard rubber that was causing that. I've been running these for 100,000 miles. I'm done with them. So what we're gonna try, this is a bushing for a leaf spring, and we're gonna press these in here, and these are rubber instead of polyurethane. This is the aftermarket mount. We're gonna take this pipe out, slide it down. I don't know if we're gonna build from scratch or modify these. And Tom and Rudy are going to attack this.
Attack.
I think we should just rebuild these plates. Yeah, there should be enough.
We'll make a new plate. This piece, I think, is to drop it an inch. We just have to take that whole piece off. So we just cut that off and throw it away. Then we'll make another plate that's about 1/2 inch wider, so we can move it over 1/2 inch. Move the engine back 1/2 inch and down an inch. We got to make sure that both the motor mounts move the engine back, and one of them doesn't go forward and one of them back, because that wouldn't work real good. Or we'll have a slant stick.
Ta-da! Okay, so these are the base plates for the motor mounts. We'll be taking these and welding them on in the proper locations. I'll weld those on, and then we'll press the bushings in. We'll do great things. Well, I got them welded up and put together. They should hold. If not, it's just the motor. And at this point, now we need to jack the motor up just a little bit and get the old ones out, put the new ones in.
Wow. Perfect. It's incredible.
Incredibly perfect.
All right. These new motor mounts that we modified, we made them an inch lower and an inch further back. So there they are. So we got the bushings pressed in there. They pressed in really tight. How are we looking?
Close. We just gotta push it that way, or maybe up a little bit in that way, and then it needs to drop in the hole.
It needs to drop down. So I'm gonna lower it down.
Okay. I'm gonna get my hand out of there. Oh, it went in. Good.
So these, now we want the motor to settle, and then we tighten these up. All right, so now we're gonna test with the hood to see if an inch lower was enough. And if it is, we're done. If it's not, I'm gonna raise the transmission. Because I've dropped the transfer case, they call it a transfer case drop. I've dropped it about 3/4 of an inch, so I can go up without hurting anything. But right now, the whole thing's just dropped down an inch, almost an inch in the back. So this would be ideal if we were done. So that's lower than it would be.
You got a whole inch and then some.
I think that's good enough.
Just enough room for a fan trap.
I don't think I want to raise the back up. So this is what we've accomplished with our motor mounts. They are done. The motor is setting in its new location, and I'm happy. Where are we going, Eric?
I have no clue. I was kidnapped
What do you think?
by these three hoodlums.
I heard lunch, so.
There's something happening here.
There's a happenings?
We're going on a company food.
Trip in our favorite rocket ship.
And he's like, hey, we're gonna do a crew lunch today. And I'm like, okay, that's cool, where are we going? He's like, I'm not gonna tell you. You're gonna have to follow me.
So does putting fun in the title of a business automatically make it fun?
All right, so what's going on here is I'm so proud of my team. While I was in Florida, they handled the worst week of work we ever had, and they did it without Rudy and I, which that's 2/3 of the recovery crew. That's
Why is Rudy here?
We're making Rudy pay for all this. We're gonna go break into teams and we're gonna beat each other to death in bowling.
This is amazing.
I just can't have you hit the arm bar just because it breaks our machine.
We won't hit them anymore. I won't.
It's okay.
It's not okay.
You're supposed to look where you're throwing the ball.
I mean, that's kind of all part of bowling. It's like watching where you're going.
I already know how to use it too.
Is that all?
Oh, Rudy. So we've got to move this off. This, like we slid it back and it's gonna move. And Rudy welded this on. Claw hammer. I need a claw hammer.
Here's a claw.
A real fabricator would not understand. Yeah. That's why you appear to be confused. So Tom, I need you to clean this up and fix it. We've made some thin spots. I need you to fix them. Rudy, I need you to clean that up.
Picking up the thin spots.
Yeah. I'll need this first because we've got to put this in place, bolt it up,
Yeah.
tack that on, weld it up. Because we've moved the motor and we've already done the exhaust, now we are having to do some more work on the exhaust before it'll fit. Look at that. This is the exhaust back to the muffler. Sounds terrible. It's gonna need a muffler. Can you just hold it? I can spin this.
Yeah, come on.
Okay. There's a couple things we've got to get going here. We've got to start tacking this together in the places that it is, and it's pretty precise because we've got a really narrow spot between the fuel tank and the spring to do this. We're going to be running dual exhaust out both sides. So it splits at the muffler, comes up over across, and comes around here. So we're going to do this side first and get it all hung up and anchored, and then we'll do the other side. I'm going to have to let this down, aren't I?
I ain't as tall as you.
So right now we're just packing together. So get on the other side of the axle there. And this is gonna be your first tack, somewhere there. So I've gotta get this in position and then I'll tell you to tack it. Whoa, tack. Just a tack, in case we have to cut it.
She likes big tacks.
Okay, you get both of those. Okay, now tack it up there. Okay. All right.
I noticed you got a new belt buckle.
Yeah. High Point Woman and High Point Horse. I got 2 of them. I can't. These gloves are too big.
Where does somebody get a nice fancy belt buckle?
Well, you have to win it in a rodeo.
So you do lots of rodeos.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it long enough? I think so.
Is that going like that?
Yeah, it's got to get over the top of this differential. Okay, start tacking. Okay. I'm worried about the drive shaft hitting it, but what do I know? That's the center line. Drive shaft go up. Drive shaft go down. It misses it. I think it'll miss it. Hey, look who's here. It's Tom.
Hello.
As promised.
How's it going?
Behind schedule, but better looking than ever. That's good enough, Lizzie. Whoa. It's a tack.
Oh.
She thought you said attack.
Attack it.
Well, it's definitely tacked.
So, if you want to just help me keep fitting and let Lizzie just keep doing what she's doing, I think we want this cut shorter. Well, I don't know.
Get it back as far as you can.
Yeah, because then you can fill all that welded right there. So it'd be nice to fill it like that.
Yeah.
This slips in here.
Yeah. So I want you to stand back and tell me if both of these holes are in the same place.
I cannot see both of them at the same time.
I realize that.
Oh, I can see half of them, and they look pretty even.
Pretty heaving?
So let's do a weird thing. That's what I've been saying.
Do those all the time.
Like always.
Okay, here's the weird thing that I'm
Do a
doing.
normal thing.
I don't know how to read one of these things anymore. 7/8.
Hinges?
Huh?
Right here, we need a coupling probably right there,
Oh.
or one of those V-bands. How's that?
Pretty good.
Okay. So now what?
Fired up.
Should we listen to it before we get it finished hung? Yes. Lizzie, you want to hop up there and start it?
Start it.
Yes.
Ready?
That's really loud. What do you think?
I'll shut it off and throw these in there and fire it back up. See if we get them.
So we're gonna play a little game. Lizzie, where do you want me to put this?
Going far.
Hey, half bay.
I'm right there. Trevor's back there. You want to be in between them? Or?
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, you almost had it.
Made it in Rudy's.
Who did this one? This was definitely the closest one. Trevor. You missed a bounce like this.
Yeah, Rudy's, there was almost one that went into Rudy too.
Exhaust is on.
Yeah, right there. This is the other hanger. The exhaust goes 2 into 1, back into 2. Oh yeah, you got those exhaust hangers there. So you can see it up in there. So yeah, so it's not a true dual exhaust, but I didn't want a true dual exhaust. So we've got, for the main muffler, we've got a Flowmaster 40 series Delta Flow. And then we've got these Flowmaster FX glass packs right there. We're gonna put her on the ground and give her a listen.
What do you think of the sound, Ed?
Sounded like mine before I picked them up.
muffler.
This is our long haul trailer that we pull behind Blue Steel when we go do big recoveries. So we are refurbishing it for Operation Golden Nugget. It's happening. So we've already started working on a little bit. We got a functioning winch now with a battery and switches, all that's up and running. And we built this nice little tray for straps and stuff. But next, we're tired of this wood deck breaking. So we gotta rip it all out and we're gonna put diamond plate steel on it.
So what did we get done today? We got the motor mounts moved to drop the motor and slide it back slightly. We got the exhaust done, except for I want to try something else to just quiet it down a little bit.
We got the trailer mostly done. It's just waiting for paint.
And Rudy welded for a good 6 hours today.
Yeah. His arms proving.
Thanks for watching. So I just got escorted out to the parking lot by this nice young lady.